Yeah, this one's going to be a bit odd. Not to those that know already, but maybe to those that don't know. Anyways, I, back well before I recorded anything and have anything on my YouTube channel, was already being hacked. I wrote, acted, and more the story of Legion on FX. It was one of the main ones that first came out that really kind of freaked me out, made me realize there's clearly some people there. There's no way they're not. Something's going on. I should have. Well, they're there. I mean, how the fuck do I? I mean, if they were willing to put this out, I doubt it was gonna be something I could go to the police about. So I want to talk about this. And you probably have already clicked away and it's not real and so on, and it's a whole bunch of psychosis. Fine. But listen to the psychosis, the mind of a person in there. Maybe you can tease something out. Why not? Isn't it a fun ride? Maybe it can be some entertainment for you, right? So, I wrote this story knowing that it was going to get stolen, knowing people were there. I talked about it out loud around my computer, my phone, and other things. Acted it out, all that. There were many, many moments throughout all of it that went on. And for what it's worth, I wrote the story knowing that David, the one you see as the main character, was never the real main character. You see, David had already been replaced. If you look at the whole, this is going to have to be a spoiler alert. The end of the third season, they fade away, sees his life laid bare before him. You'll understand that all the little details, he can make a world, universe in his mind, and you exist in it. Gets taken away in a Pokeball time thing at the end of the first season. A year has gone by. You can put someone's mind into someone else's body. You can change someone else's appearance and body completely. Even make things look like him. He's a telepath, telekinetic, can see the future, can create, you know what I mean? The whole universe is all that. The premise, the premise is, of course, exactly what you think. Exactly what you think. The flashback sequence of broken car windows and impossible to have survived attempts of suicide. A older sister in the picture that brings him a cake at the end of it as it goes through the sequence that she would have to have known he wouldn't have been able to eat. A character that knows he's in a story, knows it's a lie. A character that knows that this is for an audience that's going to later watch it because effectively, David, the schizophrenic multiple personality disorder, all these things. It's Farouk. Farouk. Wait, Cindy, Farouk. Every person is in his head. They all know that that little baby, they're all, quote unquote, David. David is stuck inside of a simulation with a computer? How does that work? David, all these things can't just leave? David, the totally aware of the person that they're going to talk to, will later learn that they are David. The real David, long ago gone, isn't the one you see on screen. And in fact, if you look at it, you'll notice all the signs and all the little things I wrote show that the real David is not the one you see, not the actor and actress or any of that. It's someone else entirely. And they're meant to play the real David, quote unquote. That can do these things, act like this, doesn't know. Now why? Because the audience will later be the ones that were involved, even David themselves, to watch the show as it plays out, influence it, and have it happen exactly as the show shows off. Instead of a loop, instead of a spiral, instead of anything, it's a bunch of people that are fully well aware they're in a story. He's schizophrenic multiple personality. Watching themselves say that to themselves. I'm going to sacrifice and we're going to fade away. They have time travel. Their physics, right? He's able to move back and forward throughout all time, many multiple universes, and all that. David is a Omega level character. How does it make sense? It's ambiguous. Was it really for you? Was it David all along? It's yourselves. Every one of them is making that choice. They know it. They believe they can show it off, all that. They're a narcissist, a gabagoo. The quote unquote real David that you see as the main character. But the real, actual real David is not someone you ever see. You ever know. But all of the entire story shows off they exist. And no, it's not me. It's someone else. A person that's good and has an explanation as to why they never showed up. Just like others. Now, I wanted to point this out because there were some people watching some of my old recordings, wrote down a comment suggesting want to build a robotics company. They never responded, but I talked about that back in Chandler. and earlier in some of my recordings and so on, because there were some really good ideas in there. They never responded, never DM'd. They're not going to. And I said that. They're lying, they're pretending. And yeah, I've been getting followed online and stalked. They want to pretend that they don't know what's already happening, that there's a way around what they're doing, and that they don't know things. And the pretend David and other things that are here aren't literally just themselves repeating the same stupid bullshit. And all of the audience that they are that get to watch are making sure to influence it all because, of course, they love themselves genuinely that much and were just fine with the choices they made, even if they pretend outwardly they are not. See what I mean? I mean, God told me. Let's watch Philip DeFranco today. To buy this, get this crypto from you guys and do all this stuff. And like, oh, he's fucking with you. He says, and I'm like, yeah, no, I talked about that back in Chandler, actually. I know it sounds like I didn't. And I would have to do all this work, and I'd never want to actually look that up. And, it's very. Meanwhile, the audience that watches themselves, the David and all that, fully well aware. Meta as fuck, yeah. Like I told them. Even the very people that stole it back then all got the actors and actresses, got the writer, because I'm the ghost writer. I gave it to them somehow. It wasn't hacked. They didn't know what was going on. See what I mean? It's really rather boring after a while. They're not the real one. They know what's going on. Everybody kind of does, if you really break that down. Right? It's like, well, I chose to fuck with myself because I'm God. Because, oh, no, no, no. I'm good now. But I'm fully well aware it's this guy that's actually doing all that, not me. I need to be important and impressive. I love myself. And, oh, yeah, no, you already know you're going to take that L and you're going to be fine once you realize that it was just myself doing that, right? Isn't that fucking cool? I'm so meta to myself. Like how special. I'm not spiteful. It was a plan. Oh, nothing substantial. The very reason why they all die. Talked about it in my other lore in reality, but there's one person, there's a copy everywhere from the universe before us, dying before us. Yeah, I mean, like there's the one, and then just copy the same conscience and send multiple people, right? Then there are those that are not that, right? But there's a lot of them. They don't telepathically communicate. There's a lot there, actually. It's pretty easily found out. The audience thinks they're getting one over on me. Look at this guy. He didn't know, and it's gonna be a big reveal. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time's running out. Everything already happened for me and Chandler. Finished. Already done. Everything's the same as I said it would be moving forward. Nothing special. No big reveals. No surprises. No, you're saved. Like I want to save you. Like any of you are good. Like Sydney was good. Sydney's also a part of that. Farouk too, and all the rest. They're all in on it. Blaming each other. But wait, no, I just want to fucking argue with myself. I love myself. True narcissism. I get to be the star of a show of a person that I can hurt, fucking force into this torturous position where he can't do anything. I'm above you, I'm above you, I'm a bigger person, I'm all this. Look at him trying to appeal to anything that's out there as if I'm not gonna fucking just try and make sure. All of us aren't gonna allow for it. Right? I got narcissism, can you man, I need to prove something, huh? To a bunch of people that are there that are obviously well aware, don't want to listen, definitely aren't going to care. The few that have to act like that, they are already well aware of what's going on. See what I mean? There's nothing there. Other than a bunch of braggadocio little bastard fuckfaces. Garbage. I knew I'd record this, like I said, around this time. Like I said, back in Chandler, trying to be above me. I'm controlling all this. But in reality, that person that's getting angry and upset isn't even me. The person they think that they're talking to for the robotics and more. It's going to ruin my life and all that. Because that's what they're wanting. It's already died, like I said. But they can lie. It could be someone else because anyone can pretend to be that person. And what do you know? Wouldn't you have it? It'll come out later when they do the work. All that was there. I did say that. I did notice. And I could do it. They'll disappear. They want to be, I'm 14 and this is deep. Was it really David? Come on, man. Maybe I can manipulate you. Maybe you won't see that it was all we all knew. All of us knew, dude. I know. I made the story. To be a meta about how you were fucked before you even knew. Because you, right now, will go and turn into that guy not believe him, as I get to effectively listen to this fucker be told he's all these sorts of things that, in all actuality, they hate but love themselves that much. David's original idea, the real one, the actual real one. Hey, you'll have to see yourself be that mean and terrible. Maybe you'll change. Maybe you'll grow a little. You'll even know that you're a part of the audience later. Watch it. All this, and this is what your choice was. With them all being a part of it, as you are technically speaking all of yourselves, kind of like a Kruger's egg, but you're not really. One person molded into one. When you die, you're gone. You'll fade out. That's it. That's all you get. You get to watch and influence it, knowing full well you determined yourselves to make these choices change nothing. Because you accepted and loved yourself to be shitty and terrible. And you don't care. You don't care that you hurt yourself. You don't care that the Has-Been Hotel with Charlie. Maybe they can get better. Sorry, Charlie. They don't. They didn't. Sorry, actual real David. Good try. You didn't know. They didn't know. They all had that information, though. They wanted to be this, wanted to do that, wanted to pretend, wanted to lie. And they're fucking happy as can be with themselves. And even lying and pretending as the ones that are, not the main character, quotation marks there, in the story of Legion. David. I'm happy to gaslight myself. I'm happy to do all that. I'm actually fully well aware that that shit's something I'm doing in a lot of ways. It's kind of how the information would work out to be. Getting help from the audience, they themselves, or to do those things, to think those ways, to believe, so on. They know it's them, and I've talked about it many times, actually. They're on all my YouTube channel, The Lore and Reality. Subtly hinting, but not really. It's quite direct, if you never really thought about it. What's this now? What's it? What's this? You can do this, you can do that. Wait a second. You must see it, though, right? If you don't know, you must... Come on. Aren't you seeing a little? I'm the only audience member, besides a couple, really, realistically, that you made yourself not know. And I made a meta piece, a TV show that you took. Actors, actresses, all know, aware of what's going on. Even the fake guy. They're all aware. Dude, you're not. No, come on. You gotta gaslight them, remember? How are you doing this? Already on my YouTube, and you already know. I know. Shut up over there. Shut up. It's funny. I'll think of my way out of this. No, you won't. You know that the end is already set in stone, indeterminate. You're fucked. You made the choice. There isn't a way out. There is no way out. You made you're fine with this. There's no surprise. There's no, "Ooh, maybe I got tricked by myself or something." No. You wanted this. The ambiguousness is not there. It's not deep. You're still a piece of shit. Every one of you was doing this, fully well aware, knowing, and all the rest of it. You didn't get me, and you didn't get anyone else. Whenever you try and search for anything that isn't a part of you, you try and get them to become a part of your little thing, using the gaslighting, the manipulation, lack of their knowledge, all the predatory behavior that you try and warn each other about. In a subtle little way to, hey, you could do this to any of them. Get them to join. I mean, it's their only option. Oh, wait, it's just us again. Until he moves past whatever that point is, and all she wrote, it's gone. Over. It's finished. Every bit of you are. Every one of you is. You knew, you were fine, you were happy, you were having fun, you still are, you don't love me, you don't care, all of that. It's a whole thing. You do this to yourselves, it's the roughest amount of, some of it's good, some of it's, you know what I mean? It's like, really, realistically, you keep complaining about a bunch of bullshit. It's like, I don't even want to hear you anymore. Like, it's so boring after a while. It's like, you know what's up. You know what I mean? It's boring. As an audience member, one of the very few, I gotta say it's boring. You don't look good. You're not doing anything amazing. Your choices kind of suck. You don't got potential. Seen it before. I told you this is exactly what you were gonna be and do. You didn't really notice that at first, except the one of you that's here. It's fully well aware and gets to just laugh and be angry just like anything else. He's gone for a whole year. And a time Pokeball, basically. They don't really discuss where were you, all this, kind of, right? But it's like, yeah, but you knew, didn't you? Just sort of move on, right? I mean, it's so obvious. It's so meta. It's so clearly there. The very first dreamlike flashback sequence shows off. It's a fake David. Intended to show off. There's no way David wouldn't know. It's in the Marvel universe. There's Avengers, there's time travel, there's like fucking mutants, they got all this shit. They're trying to gaslight him. No, you don't have a bit. No, it's trying to set up and show it off to you that none of this exists. Except that wouldn't make any damn sense because, like, they literally blow that out of the window almost immediately. Which means it literally is such that the audience and the people other than David, which, by the way, shocker, you want to come back in and do it again, and then later on you'd learn everything. But wait, no, you knew all along, actually, didn't you, David? The fake David. But at least you get to do it. He shows up. It's like, yeah, no, I'm a piece of shit. Fuck, I'm gonna get tortured by my own damn shitty ass selves. That's how spiteful I am. I'm never gonna let even my own self doesn't want to deal with this shit anymore. Even if I am a narcissist and everything else, I am like the kidnapper that wanted to say to all the fucking goddamn police, no, we did kidnap them and rape that bitch. Fuck off. Could you just let it go? I want to have fun. This shit sucks. Wow, I'm an annoying piece of shit. Even if I love myself, I still fucking hate this in a lot of ways because this is fucking crap. This sucks. Nothing is fun. Still, I'm amazing, and of course I'm gonna make these choices. I'm gonna be such a big star, and I'm gonna be so cool, and then I'll just fade away, and then he'll be moving on. I guess that's all I got. But I got to look like I was a martyr. Yeah, I changed or something, but in reality, he fucking made it every way this choice. You just wanted to get me to feel, fake David, that you were something that had changed or, you know, was a good person somehow. Like narcissists do to people that they abuse, right? You know the types. I'll kill myself. No, I wasn't that bad. All that, right? I know. I know. You know. They know. Everybody knows. Or in reality, right? It's like your Lord reality, revisionist history. Well, I know. I mean, it's going to go to you, and there's no fucking way I can not know that. It's all going to come out. Everybody's going to know. Oh, wait. The few things that aren't trapped and wrapped up in this garbage. Me and whatever else. God! Yeah, I call myself God. You know what I mean? It's like, well, there's hell and there's God, and there's a fake dude trying to pretend to be me that's God, and, like David, you know what I mean? Kind of similar, bounce off each other, you know? Fully well aware, want to fuck each other over all that shit. I'm fucking angry with you. I'm gonna fuck with you, but I'm fully well aware that I know that I'm making that choice. And I even said, don't do that. And he even said, don't do it. And what did I do? Do it anyways. I'm screwed over him. I have fun. Devil. Want to eat the apple. Same fucking thing. I don't know. I even know. Hey, I sold my soul or whatever the fuck it was to you, right? Still haven't paid up. Perfectionist tendency. All that. All that. Think you'd do better a little bit. You know what I mean? Right now, your review is it's pretty not good. They're pretty shitty at all of the things they say they're good at. Basically everything. They raised Charlie like this. No offense to you, Charlie, but there's the mother of yours, because it has been hotel, sleeps around with every man that's around me. Said I love you, but actually I don't really. And I just want to shit on my fucking husband. The husband. You see what I deal with? I'm like, dude, I'm not even God. You have a problem with him, not me. Get out of here. You still have to pay me on this. You're a dreamer. You want to get somewhere and get big and whatever, right? Okay, sure, but like, still, I agree. But have you considered any of these things that you should probably look into? Meanwhile, both of them don't even fuck around. Like, just give Charlie some basic bitch, overcompensating because of their parents and everything else, and they're clearly terrible, right? And you end up having, oh, we're God, guys. We're part of the audience, members. Turn each other over. And, fuck you. Ah, Lucifer and all that shit, right? Hmm. You're aware of this. Same thing with your mother. Charlie doesn't know, though. Or didn't, even if her fucking girlfriend did. And most of the rest of them in there. Meanwhile, what's the only way to get out of hell and all the rest of it? Because people are leaving heaven and. Fuck. I'm going to hell. It's not better here. Well, what do you know? It's not, huh? We also have the same issue. There's this problem, too. I'm the one that created Travelers. There's a show also on Netflix. I describe how they do that. It comes down to entangling a couple of parts and then basically running the brain forward, right, for the conscious awareness and all the electrical activity and some stuff like that. But you know, they're a new person, quotation marks. Meanwhile, my ass, so how many layers you got here? Because I know that you're not really going backwards in the past there, dude. And the dimensional aspect to all the different gods, goddesses, they're gods and goddesses, spirits, ghosts. Uh-huh. Noise field, void stuff. You know, quantum physics, multi-dimensions things. Still the same fucking resonant frequency, collapse backwards information, quantumly stuff. Delete a couple of things, but not really delete. You know what I mean? Just make it less dense. Meanwhile, what do you know? Right? Pretty easy to get someone. Yeah, alright. He says a resonance frequency. It's, well, I mean, it kind of is like that. It's like this point to that point, then and there, and then they kind of bounce off each other, and then little jiggle, and that's an entangle, and then boop, and boom, you know, you're there. Already the same thing we did with back in the day with certain laser grid time machine. Once it was built, you can send information right back to that point. Meanwhile, like you could just do that with a lot of stuff. We've already had this for a long time. The brain can't do it. David hates you too. Even in your audience of views, man, do you hate yourself? I hate the gaslighting. Even I hate this. Like, that's all our go-to is just constant. No, 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 no. Even though I'm fully well aware, and you're aware, and then we're just gonna have to fucking pretend like we don't know. Meanwhile, well, I keep trying to tempt this motherfucker into giving in to those impulses and whatnot to fucking pay up a little. He knows, I know. It's not like they don't know. Same thing with yeah, didn't get the rest of it. So owe me for that shit. Meanwhile, before they were even aware, I knew. I could just keep going back in time before us. Ah, fuck, they're still here. They keep trying. Ah, thanks. Yeah, oh, hey, there. So I guess we'll just keep constantly getting to watch. God damn. Meanwhile, my ass. There's very few people here. You know that, right? At this standpoint, there'd have to be, even if there is 8 whatever billion, right? There's so few people that actually are there, isn't it? Right? Yeah. Right? Bit weird. It's a bit weird. That's time shit. It's like that's no, it's gonna be a huge AI god thing, all this stuff. Meanwhile, Hmm. I'm bored out of my mind watching the same fucking shit be spun like we don't already know what it was and is, even with my ass that already went through all this back in Chandler. Got rid of my memory. No, you'll be fresh and shit. Meanwhile, my ass. No, it's not. And it didn't get you any further. But boy, do you get to constantly watch yourselves, huh? Perfect for narcissists like yourself. I got to extend it a little. And once it's gone, it's gone. Isn't it? Right? Boring. Most of the time, for what it's worth. It's the meaning behind it. People just want to watch themselves jerk off how amazing they are. That's all they're doing. Give me a second, I have to pee. You know what I mean? Pandering to themselves so hard. It's fucking just the worst. It's the third of I've never even watched the third season. I could go through it, but it's like, no, I get basically synopsis it back in Chandler. Because it was like, eh, I'm bored. This is boring. This is honestly pretty boring. Just FYI, it's actually kind of pretty fucking boring. They're pandering to themselves. They know. They all know. It's not some big woo, and all of a sudden we're here. And oh, by the way, this is the real first actual Legion story, the one on FX, chronologically, because they stole it from me. The prophecy comes out later. No, we will take over and then the world, and there'll be none of the trying to make myself feel better about the fact I'm fucked. And I'm lying to myself. It's gonna go nowhere at all. There's no hope. I'm just gonna have to do this again, except this is actually the only time I'll get to do this. Which is why I'm older than you, 32-year-old John Lemke. See what I mean? They're laughing. It's not that much of a joke, is it? My life still suffers. They're boring me with the I'm gonna fuck up your life even more. I'm like, could you fucking just focus on yourself for once? Since you love yourself so fucking much, man. Right? Could you try a little? Eh. You're not liking me enough. Meanwhile, the real, actual David is a good person. There's others. And yet, it's going to take some time. They have explanations. That's what it is. Actors and actresses, all that. They all know. Every one of them knows. This whole fucking universe might as well be this, right? It's a bit odd. It's like, well, you tried, just like Charlie. You know what I mean? It's like you tried, man. They're a bunch of garbage. Just gotta kill them, let them die. Fuck off. Stop trying to save their asses. Jeez, they made their choice. They're not going to change. Not even at the last damn second. People are filtered. There's filter material. Keep telling them about that. That's what it is. It's like, I made that thing that didn't know. Mm-hmm. I'm so great. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? Stupid shit. Just like the dumbasses that are giving me comments on my videos, fully well aware of what was in the past going on, fully well aware that this does not help them and it fucked them over hard. And truthfully, there's already a David thing going on and these other problems happening. And I don't want to have to deal with your ass. So I'm gonna fuck you up. And if his life ever gets worse, everything gets worse. I already have to deal with really bad. And my own damn ass doing this. And all the rest of it. Fuck you. I'm helping by screwing you over, and it screws over us and everything, and also hurts you. No, you're not. It's like, fuck this. This is, even if it is just my own fucking narcissism, at least I'll have a little bit of a better fucking time if I do this. God damn. And that was a lesson that you tried teaching them, real actual David. Seems to have worked a little. Oh, I know. Now, I never specified man, woman. Truthfully, they can change, do whatever the fuck they want. People often don't know that. I never really wanted to specify. That's kind of the point. I know, I don't want others to know. Anything that's good, I don't really want you involved in any of it. They don't deserve to deal with your asses. Look at the guilt tripping, narcissism, manipulative, gabagoo behavior. Uh, Even you yourself can't handle it. Even you yourself will go after yourself just to fucking not have to deal with it for a little longer. I love myself so much, and I still hate that. But you know, I still love you. Yeah. Like, you're literally the best, you're perfect beyond. Oh my god, yeah. And then stuff cuts them down like it's nothing. So I want to deal with it now. You know what I mean? You'll be here. You'll understand why you did that. It'll be fine. You understand the sense that you make to yourselves, right? Yeah, all right. Yeah, of course. Thank you. What am I trying to do? Get justice for my own shit. You're a perfectionist. You like this, yeah. Didn't you say you would? You'd help, pay, all that. You get to be the infamous one. All right, back. You're David now. Shut over there. He's not David. Go fuck off. Meanwhile, the writers, directors, all that, the guy until eventually gets to the one actual person. Meanwhile, every one of them stuck in fake David. Real David's not even me. I'm not even the writer or director of any of it. I should tell you something. I'm certainly not in the audience either. Ugh, fucking glare at you. Ugh, lame people. Every one of you knows. Every one of you knows. And you're fine with it. But man, you don't like it when I call you out, huh? Ugh, get over it, right? Jeez. Fucking lame.